Time for email. You ready?
Hit it. Go for it.
Okay, this is Charles, who says, I just got honorably discharged from the Army after 12 years. My wife left me after over 8 years of marriage, committing adultery, getting pregnant, and moving our 6-year-old son in with her and this man. They justify this with my past anger issues, which I got help for. Now they take my son to church with them. I've received a word from God about our marriage being restored on more than one occasion and have been fasting and praying for months, still supporting our son and her. My son stands in faith with me and detests this guy. What can I do?
I'm not sure you've heard from God about this. Your wife is not exactly, a model of fidelity. She's committed adultery and living with another guy. But what I do think you deserve is visitation rights with your child, so you ought to bring that to court and get legal, concern and control over your son. But beyond that, I think you ought to let her go. I think she's, of course, the Bible has an example of somebody who had a wife who was in prostitution, and he kept taking her back. And so you could tell your wife, I'll take you back, but I'm not going to give you but one chance, and this is it. And if she doesn't want to do it, well, that's all right. Okay.
This is Trinity, who says, I'm an 11-year-old who screams at my parents. I want to be a good kid. I just feel violent sometimes. I try to harm myself. I need some help. Can you pray for me, and what can I do?
Well, I think what you need to do, frankly, is to ask your parents, you've got a condition that probably takes a psychiatrist with knowledge of hormones and so forth. Your hormones are raging, they're out of control. As you get older, things might settle down, but I know you don't know what to do because you're out of control. And I'm surprised your parents already haven't gotten professional help, because the big thing now, they just slip a kid Ritalin and quiet him down, and that's not what needs to do. But it isn't just emotional that's wrong. There's your whole mental and physiological system is out of control, and you need help professionally. And you say, of course, we'll pray with you, but I do think you need to ask, and any parents listening to me, a Christian psychiatrist who is well versed in pharmacology to get this thing under control. All right.
Okay, this is Jean, who says, is it okay as a Christian to sue a doctor for medical malpractice if a life has been majorly altered?
The answer is yes, and I'll tell you why. These doctors all have malpractice insurance, and the insurance is set up for people who doctors injure by mistake or what have you. So the idea of suing, what will happen is the insurance company will write a check, and it'll help. So, I mean, that's part of our system, and I don't think there's anything wrong. Just don't have hatred in your heart against the doctor.
Okay, this is Tori, who says, I'm scared to walk out of my bedroom. I always feel like I'm being watched. Is there any way I can get that thought out of my head? I want to feel safe.
Perfect love casts out fear. Fear is torment. You need to get wrapped up in the love of God, and you need to get into the presence of God and stop thinking about yourself. You obviously are thinking about yourself. You're afraid that something's going to happen to you. So if you focus on Jesus and say, I'm going to focus on him and praise him, I'm going to receive the answer.